there's this little thing called the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did it come though to you deciding it's all about branding? How did that strike you to where that's where you wanted to just lay your niche? Is that little slice, which is something that very few people get right.
Well, I love people in general. I have a background in customer service, and I have this ability just to see the good in people
Mm,
and who they are and what they do.
yeah.
And I love to bring that out. And it really makes me feel disappointed when I know someone in real life and when they show up online, they're not the same.
Yeah.
That little sparkle and everything about their personality, they're showing up the airbrushed version of their life. That you look at my beautiful children all lined up. They never make a mistake. I never
Yeah.
yell at them. I never feed them.
Sure.
I never feed them ice cream for dinner, those sorts of things. But that's what I get to do now. I get to help people tell their story so that they can connect with people and sell more stuff.
Yeah. Well, I love this. I love the term that you get to. Everyone who listens to this show knows that this is called the Get To Studio. Because I get to come here every day, talk to people like you and reach other people with different messages. And you and I, we live on this message. You're a direct competitor to me,
No,
literally. But I can't help everybody. Hell, I can
no.
hardly help the people that I meet because they're not a good fit for me. Even the people even my corral, I can't help these people. I need people who can help people because the very few of us that we speak the same language. Even though you're a direct, and when I say you're a direct competitor, you are more of a direct competitor than other branding people because our messages are so alike. But the way we do this is we get to talk to people like this, and that way we get to help more people because
Yes,
there's only so many hours and minutes in a day. And
right. And we
you
all say the
better,
same sorts of things. I mean, like there's
yeah,
tons of other people that are like, oh, do this, do that, but it's who the person is. It's not
yeah,
what you do, it's who you are. And that really
yes,
resonates with your potential clients and customers.
yeah, it's
There,
exactly right.
Bob Berg says that people, all things being equal, they're going to buy from people they know, like, and trust. And if they know, like, and trust you because they connect with you and your story, they're going to support you in your business.
Yeah, that's right. Bobby's a friend of mine. We both live in South Florida and part of this Go
Really?
Giver network. Yep, I'm going to be with him in July. He's a part of the Florida Speakers Association, which I'm actually president of starting in June. So I get a lot of FaceTime with Bob.
Oh, that's
Um,
fantastic. Look
yeah,
at
he's
that.
got Go Giver Network. I'll give them a shout out. Join the Go Giver Network, $200 a year, and you get to sit with Bob every single week in a group chat surrounding where and he motivates you every single day with some closed social media messages. So
Mhm.
you called out a good one there.
That's fantastic. You can tell that he's made a difference. And authenticity online is something that people are really missing.
Yeah,
That's why it's so important as part of my personal brand and what
yeah.
I really encourage my people to do. They're not going to trust you if they
If
don't
they
feel like
don't,
they really know you
yeah,
or
yeah,
or
yeah. And
that you're
people
showing
think
up disappointing.
LinkedIn is all business, right? You can't put pictures of your kids on LinkedIn. I call BS on that.
It is.
You
And
can. You sure
and I'm
can.
going to
You got
start
to do it the
having
right
live
way.
conversations. I'm going to be having these live conversations of moments that that you cringe forward. And I
Ah,
I, I think that
I
there's
want to
always
lean on
that
that
point.
one. What is that?
Yes,
Let's get into that one. Now
yes.
we might go into overtime today because I don't meet many female Jeremys, let alone any male Jeremys. So your attitude, your energy, your message, and how you help, it's really fun. So we might go into a bit of overtime.
That's
Uh,
fine. I love to talk, so as long as you want to have me
well, I
here, you
like the
may have to
message that you're talking about. So tell us about what is this cringe factor here?
All right. So I have teenage boys and they're like, "Mom, you're super cringe," or "That's really cringy what you do." And basically, if you don't know this, it means that it's a gaming term, but it's been adapted. It means cheesy. That it's
Okay.
like awkward and embarrassing, not intentionally embarrassing, but like embarrassing nonetheless.
Ah,
And
so
I was in the middle of the road and I was creating content. I'm
yeah,
shooting these
yeah,
videos.
yeah.
I point up, I point to the side, I point down, and I'm like, it's a TikTok. And my husband's like, oh, it's really nice that you have to appeal to the lowest common denominator. And I'm
What?
like, no. And I started singing this little song and dancing towards the camera. And and I was cringy. And even if you look at, and I said this is a cringy mom moment, and I put it in my mastermind group where there's just a few people, and I was like, this is really funny. I wasn't going to show it, and they're like, you need to show that.
Yeah.
That's you. That's a true Jen Campbell. And
Yeah.
so
The
that's why I'm
cheese.
building
Lean
that.
on the cheese, which is the
Yes.
cringe mom, you call it.
Yeah, the cringy mom.
Cringy
I'm the
mom.
cringy mom, and that's okay, and I own it. And I'm not cringy to embarrass my kids. I'm doing it to build a multi six-figure business.
Yes, and
I'm
it's
doing it to
worked.
provide the quality of life. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, that's what
And
we
that's
want.
when you saw the difference, when the real click happened, when you peeled back that curtain. And you just
Yes.
kind of showed my personality. Yeah, my son and I play the drums, and we put out a bunch of videos, like 14, just one time, of called "Name That Song" on TikTok, and we play the intro or drum roll of a song that we think you should know. Being drummers, they think everyone knows what the drum sounds like, and but they're getting several hundred hits, and it's been a couple days, and it's so fun. Has nothing to do with business whatsoever. And it got him and me together on a Saturday, which is extremely rare. But that's that's I maybe was being a bit cringe myself, cringy dad there.
No, but this is the thing. Social media can be a great opportunity to connect and build deep and meaningful relationships. And that's
Yes,
what I've been able to do. Some of my best friends are people I've never met in real life.
right there.
Or yes, yes.
For the listeners, building your brand by building personal relationships is on my wall and my smart TV there, because the Noodlebergs taught me that. The Daily Huddle, Steve Noodleberg, Mark Noodleberg, they're amazing business coaches, and that's what they live on. LinkedIn, building relationships, and they are the kings of it.
And it's not just like, hey, I'm sliding into your DMs. I'm super creepy.
Oh
I'm
my
trying to sell you
gosh.
something. It's like, hey, I'm concerned about you. I care about you. How can I help you? How can I
Yes.
serve you?
Yeah. How can I serve you? Serving is the thing. In fact, you know what? Very rare. Like second strike for sir. How can I serve you? Who can I serve today? Yeah. And who's watching? Because you don't know. All right. What am I doing might speak to somebody.
Heck yeah.
And without you knowing it. And then when you get those responses, those, you don't realize this, but ... You're like, oh, I just did my job. Just did it.